The moon. Do you ever look at that thing and think, what is it, that evil thing plotting right now? And what is it hiding on the dark side of itself? Hi there, I'm Dan, and today we take a look at this 2D sci-fi turn-based strategy game called Against the Moon by Code Heretic. In the game, we lead a squad of superhumans in a desperate attempt to save humanity's lost stronghold, the city of Arx. So, are you ready to fight the moon? Great! Then grab your cup, sharpen your deck, and let's kill some beasts. So, to better understand the newfound suspicion against our dear moon, let's check out the story behind it all. Humanity has lost the future, strange beasts has overrun Earth, and the last human civilization huddle within an ancient stronghold. We're safe for now, but the old tech is crumbling, fuel is drying up, and monsters and storm beats against the walls. And somehow the moon is behind it all. In a desperate act, we devoted the last of our resources to create the Altori. Superhumans strong enough to brave the beyond, and this is where you come in. So the first thing that surprised me was the quality of the voice acting. Sure, it plays heavily on certain stereotypes, but overall in way above average. But let's talk more about that later and talk more about what you will be doing. You start off with the prologue to get to know more about your superhumans and how the cards and fighting works. If I have not mentioned it before, it's a deck builder but with a twist. So what's the twist? Well, instead of just upgrading your cards straight up, you can evolve them in two different paths. This offers a lot of variation on what your specific card will do during your battles. Let's take a look at one of these upgrades. So, you have your cards, you're ready to fight. Then let's talk a bit more about your 3-star superhumans, also known as the Altori. They have different unique abilities, weapons, and their own units to lead into battle. Galadier, the big buff Altori with his Earth Splitter, has a stun. Amara, the girl with a sword, and her Queen Dance ultimate with attack and HP bonus. And lastly, the old lady Sophia with her ultimate Alter Future that lets you discard your hand and draw 5 powers and 1 Luma. So how do you fight monsters? I'm glad you asked. At the start, you have your Altori placed in each of its lanes. You have your cards as expected down below, and over to your right is the enemies. So far so good. Before each round you can then place your unit facing the enemy. You can also draw special cards for extra energy and other bonuses. They all cost Luma, and when that is down to 0, it's time to end your turn. New enemies spawn after each run. And good to know is also that if you leave a lane without units in, it's a direct attack against your Altori and eventually your Arcs. The arrows in the lane indicates how much damage going against the enemy or how much you will receive. None of your Altoris packs a lot of health, so you have to, from the start, play smart and use all your cards to your advantage. Even your Arcs, the big floating head to the left, has an ultimate, but that costs a lot of energy. And as you can see here, you can eventually win without any Altori up on the playing field, and if you do, you get a nice achievement for it. But even if I can talk for hours about all the different cards and what fun you can do with them, the game mode deserves some looking into so you don't get surprised when starting the game. So here we are. You might think that it looks a bit slim with the Luma run, prologue and monstro. And to be able to play the monstro you have to complete the prologue. Some may not like being forced to play a tutorial, but in this game it's a pretty good thing to start with. There is a bit of a learning curve starting out this game, and if you start to worry about the lack of content, let's have a look at the roadmap. So as you can see from the roadmap, there is a full version release in September, then in October we're going to a new campaign, coming to November, a new Altori, new campaign, new cards, and then seasonal event and some mysterious event in 2021. Against the Moon is an interesting take on the card-based game genre. It has some surprises like very good voice acting. Sadly, that is just for the prologue. Since it has no way to adjust the difficulty, some might have some issues just getting past the prologue. Me, I failed twice of course before I managed to pass it. But the prologue takes around 40 minutes to complete if you play at a decent rate. But lost fights can be replayed, so you don't have to grind that again if you don't like to. And every new playthrough will be unique, they say, but is it enough these days? The art style is beautiful and all the animations are nice, but with 2 out of 6 missions present and half the characters to play when you pay your €16 for the game, I think it would be a smarter way to place the game in early access and switch to full release when the game is done. That way you don't have to focus so hard at launch on the developer roadmap so much, and give full focus on promoting the good parts of the game. Because reading the roadmap, it seems that it will be a really fun game to play in the end, but on the other hand, perhaps it's just me being picky and this is a new way to release game. What is your opinion about it, dear viewer? Are slimmed down games with great roadmaps the way to go? Or do you prefer a finished product and a polished product? Leave a comment and let's discuss. I'm Dan and it's been a pleasure showing you Against the Moon. I do game reviews, gameplay videos and let's plays of amazing indie games I can find out there. If you want to follow along on this journey, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and until next time, stay safe and stay awesome.